Are you looking to buy a new car? You may want to hold off on signing that loan agreement because the used car market is in free fall. According to a new study by Black Book, subcompact car prices have plummeted by a staggering 3.68% just in the last week. And it's not just the price of cars that's on the decline. The number of repossessions is skyrocketing and a buyer strike is looming. With lenders warning that car loans could soon be underwater, this could be one of the quickest downward spirals the auto industry has ever seen. In this video, we'll delve into the current state of the auto industry and reveal how you can navigate these turbulent waters and avoid financial ruin. So, buckle up and let's get started. The number of repossessed cars is going up, and a buyer strike is following. This is causing one of the fastest downtrends ever seen. The average monthly payment for a new car is now over $700, which makes people worry that the damage will spread through the whole industry and affect the car in your driveway. We'll talk about the current state of the auto industry, the latest data, and the price drops that are expected over the next few months. We'll also talk about how to use this information so you don't lose money. So, what's really going on in the car business? Car market downturns are not a new phenomenon and have happened before in the history of the automobile industry. By looking at past market downturns, we can gain insight into the potential causes and effects of the current situation as well as possible solutions. Historically, the car market has been cyclical, with periods of growth followed by downturns. Some of the past downturns were caused by the overall state of the economy, such as the 2008 financial crisis, which caused a sharp drop in car sales. Other downturns were caused by specific factors within the industry, such as the 1973 oil crisis, which led to a decline in sales of gas-guzzling vehicles. Want to stay ahead of the game in the used car market? Hit that like button and subscribe to our channel, Economic Empires, for all the latest updates, data, and tips to make sure you're getting the best deal possible. Don't miss out. However, there are three things that have led to the way the situation is now, with car prices having risen to a record high in 2022. The first reason is that car buyers have been able to get loans with low interest rates. Low interest rates have made cars more affordable than ever, just like they did for homes. But because there aren't enough cars to go around, the average monthly car payment is now over $700, and 1 in 8 buyers pay more than $1,000 per month. The second thing is that there are only so many cars that can be made due to limited production. In order for a car to work right, it needs a lot of different parts, such as chips or semiconductors. These chips let the car's windows, sensors, ignition, and navigation system, among other things, work. The pandemic and subsequent supply chain problems have caused a shortage of chips, which has led to a drop in the number of cars being made. In July, Toyota cut production by 50,000 cars, and a typical production line for semiconductors can take up to 14 weeks to finish because there are so many steps involved. Greed is the third thing. It's not a surprise that automakers want to make more money and put the needs of their shareholders first. However, they have found that they can do this by reducing the number of cars they make. In fact, BMW has said that they will clearly stick with the way they manage supply to keep their pricing power at the current level, while Mercedes-Benz is moving up market and charging more for their cars. Ford has even said that they might switch to a business model where cars are made to order. So what does this mean for the future of the market, and why are car prices starting to drop? First of all, there are more people getting their cars taken away. Usually, about 1% of all auto loans are repossessed, but that number has now doubled. This is a clear sign that people are having trouble making payments on their cars. People are also not buying cars because of the high prices and the fear that they will lose money if the market keeps falling. For over a decade, low interest rates have helped people buy the big cars that Americans like, said Jessica Caldwell, Executive Director of Insights at Edmunds, a market research firm. Low rates from the Fed are what made those attractive offers for 0% financing and 72-month loans possible, but with the higher interest rates, it's a pretty unfriendly market for people buying a car. Also, lenders are telling people who are thinking about buying a car that their car loans could soon be underwater. This means that the car is worth less than the amount of the loan, which can cause the borrower to owe more money than the car is worth. This is a big worry because the person who borrowed the car might not be able to sell it or trade it in for a new one. So, what can you do in the current market to keep from losing money? One choice is to keep your current car as long as you can. If you can't afford a new car, it's probably best to keep the one you already have and fix it up as needed. Because of this, you do avoid the high prices and possible losses that come with buying a new car in the current market. You could also buy a used car instead of a brand new one. Even though the used car market is in a state of collapse, you can still find a good deal on a used car. In fact, now may be the best time to buy a used car because prices have gone down and you may have more options. Just make sure to do your research and only buy from dealers or sellers you know you can trust. Also, try to haggle down the price if you are to buy a new car. Even though it might be harder to negotiate the price of a new car, you can still do it. Don't be afraid to try to get the best deal you can by negotiating. You can also try to negotiate the loan's terms, such as the interest rate or how long it will last, to lower your monthly payments. Lastly, it's important to have enough money when you buy a car. Make sure you have a plan for your money and can pay the monthly payments. You might also want to save up for a down payment to lower the amount of your loan and your monthly payments. In conclusion, the used car market is falling apart, and there are a number of things that are making this happen. Repossessions of cars are going up, there is a buyer strike going on, and lenders are telling people who want to buy cars that their loans could soon be underwater. Even if you want a new car, you might want to keep your current car for as long as possible or think about buying a used car instead. Make sure you talk about the price and terms of the loan and make sure you have enough money before you buy something. If you follow these tips, you can keep from losing money in the market right now. Want to share your thoughts on the current state of the used car market or share some tips you have for buying a car? Leave a comment below. We'd love to hear from you.